Hello dear students, how are you? I hope you are healthy and staying at home. Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the menstrual cycle. In earlier videos we have discussed the reproductive systems, male and female reproductive systems, gametogenesis, in which spermatogenesis and oogenesis we have discussed. Okay, so dear students, now we will discuss about the menstrual cycle. First, I want to tell you that what is menstrual cycle. It is the cyclic change in ovary as well as in uterus. So there is number of changes occurs in ovary and in uterus. Some hormonal changes also occurs. So let's start. Dear students, here first I want to tell you that menstrual cycle starts in human female at which stage. So starts in the age of puberty, or we can say in the age of at 11 to 13. So in 11 to 13 year old female child, it is the starting point of menstrual cycle. Okay, so here the starting of the menstrual cycle, it occurs in 11-13 year old age of female child. And the starting of the menstrual cycle, or when first menses occur, then the stage of first menses, or we can say the first menses, is known as what? Menarche. Okay, so this is menarche. Okay, so menarche is the stage at which first menses occur. So now it ends with the age of 45 to 50 years. Okay, so here 45 to 50 years old, the human female in which this menstrual cycle or menses gets stopped. Okay, so this stage is known as menopause. So this is known as menopause. So these are two terms, you have to remember it. So these two terms are very important. Dear students, first I want to tell you that what are the changes occurs in the uterus and what are the changes occurs in the ovaries. Dear students, human female had one pair ovary. So one pair ovary, each ovary is functional alternately. Okay, in alternate manner or alternate month. In alternate month, each ovary gets functional. Okay, so suppose in this month a single or right ovary is being functional, but in next month the left ovary will be functional. Okay, so here what are the changes occurs? I want to tell you this basis on, because these are three graphs. This is first one. Here some uterine changes are shown. So here you are looking that uterus gets, so this is uterine wall, you are looking here. You are looking here, dear friends, here this is uterine wall. So endometrium, this is known as the endometrium. Here blood vessels are distributed in it. These are blood vessels, you are looking here. So these are the blood vessels are inserted in endometrium. So number of the blood vessels are found. These blood vessels supply the blood and provide the nutrients to what? This one, endometrium. Okay, so here, dear students, you are looking, this is degradation of the endometrium occurring now. Okay, diagram ready now. Dear students, first I want to tell you that there are two types of hormonal control. here on the menstrual cycle, and there are changes occurring inside the ovary. This one means this follicular changes are occurring inside the ovary, and this one is endometrium of uterus, in which many of the changes occurs. Okay, so first I want to tell you that menstrual cycle we can study it into 3 stages. What are these 3 stages? So dear students, first stage is menstrual stage. Okay, and second one is proliferating or follicular phase. Stage. Okay, so dear students, last one is the luteal phase. So there are 3 stages occurring in menstrual cycle. So we will study step by step. Dear friends, menses or menstrual stage, it is the stage, it occurs first to 5 days. Okay, so here this is first day and this is 5th day. Okay, so first to 5th day, this is the stage, this is known as the menstrual stage. So I am just representing by M, menstrual stage here. Now dear friends, this is from 5th day to and 5th day to here 14th day, or we can say 17th day. So this is 17th day, this is 14th day. This is very important. 14th day is very important in menstrual cycle, because at this day or 14th day, this is the middle portion of the menstrual cycle. So in middle of the menstrual cycle, ovulation occurs. So here it is very important. Dear friends, from here to here, this is known as what? Second one stage, proliferative stage, or next one follicular phase. Okay, so M, P, and last one is from here to here, 28 or 29. We can say this is the first day. 29th day is the first day of menstrual cycle, because it again repeated from first day. So it is the cyclic change of 28th day. 28th day in a month. So 29th day is the next day of next cycle. So this is known as what? Luteal phase. So MPL, these are the 4 stages of menstrual cycle. So first we will discuss in menstrual stage. In menstrual stage, dear friends, it continues from 1 to 5 days maximum, or 1 to 3 days minimum. So 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 days it occurring. So in this stage, what happened, dear students? The endometrium, you are looking here, endometrium, it gets degrades, and the endometrium slugged off and coming out with the blood from the body of human female. Okay, so menstrual fluid, it coming out from the body, this is known as the menstrual stage. So from 1st to 5th day, it is the menstrual stage. Got it? So in menstrual stage, what changes occurring? Here, dear friends, you are looking that here menstrual stage occurring in one ovary, but now in next ovary, what is going on? In next ovary, these follicles are getting prepared. Okay, so these follicles are getting prepared. But why these follicles are getting prepared? Because here, dear friends, the level of FSH hormone, the follicle stimulating hormone, you are looking here, the curve of follicle stimulating hormone, it is little bit high. Okay, so here you are looking that it stimulates the follicle formation. That is why follicles are started to form. And when follicles are growing up, so these follicles have the membrane or have the covering. So you are looking, this is the purple color covering of the follicles. It secretes the estrogen hormone. So the level of estrogen is higher because the follicles are getting developed more. So they are getting developed, they are starting the hormone estrogen. It is the ovarian hormone, because estrogen and progesterone, these are the hormones secreted from the ovary. So I am writing here ovarian hormonal changes, hormonal changes. So here these are the ovarian hormonal changes, and these are the pituitary hormone. So pituitary hormonal changes, hormonal changes. So here pituitary hormone, the changing in pituitary hormone occurring, and here in ovary, and this is the changes occurring in what? Changes in endometrium, endometrium. But here you are looking, this is what? This is follicular changes, follicular change. So changes in follicle, changes in endometrium, changes in ovarian hormone, changes in pituitary hormone. So dear students, you are looking here that this is the menstrual phase. In menstrual phase, the FSH little bit high in next ovary, because this endometrium getting degraded. So in our ovary, these follicles are started to form. Okay, this represents the menstrual stage. This represents that this ending of the cycle happens in one ovary, but in another ovary these follicles are started to form. Okay, so here these follicles, when get developed more, the estrogen secretes more. That is why the estrogen level is high in the blood. Okay, here what happened? Estrogen level is high, and also this is luteinizing hormone, LH luteinizing hormone, it is rising slowly. Okay, so this stage up to 14th day, this stage is known as the proliferative phase. Why proliferative phase or proliferating phase? Because here endometrium, which is degrading now in the menstrual stage, it is getting developed, or it started to develop again, because first cycle has been completed. Now next cycle is going to start. So that is why the cells of endometrium are getting developed, and the blood vessels formation occurring again. So that is why this stage is known as the proliferative. Why? Because proliferation means development of the endometrium occurring. So proliferative phase, and this is also known as the follicular phase. Why? Because here follicles are getting developed. So that is why this stage is also known as the follicular phase. Okay, so dear students, now 14th day come. Okay, so here the rising level of the estrogen in the blood of human female and the rising level of the pituitary hormone LH or luteinizing hormone, these two hormones rise too much very immediately. So these two hormone, estrogen and these LH hormone, these just before 14th day they increases too much. That is why this increase of the LH hormone known as LH surge. LH surge, very very important dear students. What LH surge? It is the immediate rising of the luteinizing hormone in the inside the blood of human female at the time of 14th day. It causes what? It causes the ovulation, because this is the ruptured, this is the Graafian follicle, or we can say mature follicle. This is mature follicle. This gets ruptured, and egg, it is in the form of secondary oocyte. I told you earlier in the video of oogenesis that this egg, okay, this egg in the form of secondary oocyte, it gets released from the follicle. Now it gets free. Okay, so this process is known as ovulation. So you are looking here at 14th day ovulation occurs. Got it? So here now dear students, this ball of the follicle or this ball of this secondary oocyte, it gets separated. That is why this degraded now, and the wall of follicle or wall or covering of the secondary oocyte, it secretes estrogen hormone. So that is why it getting degenerated. So estrogen hormone source it is now not available more. That is why the estrogen level it is getting down. Got it? Here this wall, this covering granulosa cells of this follicle are getting degenerated. That is why estrogen level it decreasing. Got it? Here dear students, this wall after ovulation, this wall again transformed into this ball-like structure, little bit ball-like structure. This new structure is known as the corpus luteum. Corpus luteum, it is the structure which secretes the progesterone hormone. So this secrete the progesterone hormone. That is why dear students, you are looking here this yellowish color curve, it is representing what? Progesterone level. Okay, so that is why progesterone level it is decreased here, but it is rising or start to rising after 14th day because corpus luteum is formed. So corpus luteum is formed, and when corpus luteum getting more developed and increasing in size, the progesterone level is continue increasing in level. Okay, so that is why if fertilization occurs, because after 14th day, two days are the fertilization days, or we can say fertilizing days. After ovulation, 15th day and 16th day are the fertilizing days. Okay, why? Because this ovum or this secondary oocyte in the form of ovum, we can say it releases inside the what? Fallopian tube, and it reaches toward the ampullary isthmus junction. So chances of the fertilization are more between 14th to 17th day. Okay, so this period is known as the fertilization period. Okay, if fertilization occurs, point it, dear students, concentrate here. Point it that if fertilization occur between this period, then this corpus luteum gets persistent, and it increasing more and more. Okay, and it persists. The level of the progesterone it gets up. Okay, and it constant on a level. Okay, so increased level of the progesterone it being constant if fertilization happened. Okay, if fertilization not happened, then this corpus luteum it gets degenerated. So you are looking here degenerating corpus luteum. So this corpus luteum degenerated now, and the level of progesterone it is getting decreased. Why? Because dear students, this progesterone it is the hormone secreted from the corpus luteum. If corpus luteum will not survive more, that is why the level of progesterone is also getting decreased. Got it? Now what are the changes occurring in this one? Dear students, you know LH hormone, luteinizing hormone, this is, now you are looking here after LH surge, the luteinizing hormone gets decreased, and the follicle stimulating hormone, you are looking here, this is rising up here. So just like here you are looking here, it is rising FSH hormone, and it prepares the follicle in another ovary, because in one ovary the changes are occurring, but this hormone stimulates the changes in another ovary for the follicular development. Got it? So dear students, these are the 4 things you must have to remember, and you must have to compare these things. So questions come, mainly questions are asked. What type of questions are asked? That suppose only one graph is there. Okay, so this graph FSH and LH it is not given. You have to find that which hormone it is. Okay, this one is FSH, this one is LH. I have written now, but you have to tell, or you have to write, or you have to label the curve in this graph, that which is the hormone it is. Okay, so dear students, here just like labeling of the graph, but sometime FSH and LH, these curves are given, and you may be asked that what are the changes, or what are the changes occurring in pituitary hormones in the menstrual cycle, define or describe in detail. Okay, so just like here, so same in this curve also, what are the changes occurring in ovary or ovarian hormones, okay, at the time of menstrual cycle. So this graph may also be asked. And here follicular, what is the follicular development and what are the changes occurring after fertilization okay, and what are the changes occurring if fertilization does not happen, okay. So this changes also may asked after giving this diagram. Only this diagram will be given to you, and it will be asked that what are the changes occurring in the follicles of ovary, and what are the changes occurring in endometrium, and whole diagram will be given also to you, that it may be asked that describe the menstrual cycle in detail, and also describe about the hormonal control of menstrual cycle, okay. So dear students, you are looking here, this is so very important diagram. That is why practice more and more this diagram, and also remember these concepts. What it, dear students, you know, here this cycles gets completed now, okay, because we started from the menstrual cycle, proliferative phase, menstrual stages, proliferative phases, and next one is the luteal phases, because these corpus luteums are formed, okay. So these all three stages we have discussed now, okay. Dear students, I want to tell you that, you know, this menstruation when it gets regular, because one menstrual cycle it is of about 28 days. If it irregular, just it is completed in 26 or 25 days, or it may lead to 30 to 31 days, so it may be irregular, okay. This type of dysfunctioning of this menstrual cycle is known as the dysamenorrhea, okay. So dysamenorrhea, it is the disease in which this regularity of the menstrual cycle does not happen. Got it? So dear students, and also I want to tell you that this cycle, menstrual cycle, may delay in the human female. It may not complete, or it may not start in 11 to 13 years old, because their ovarian hormone it secretes later or after 13 year age, okay. That is why it may delay, or it may be earlier if these hormones, ovarian hormones, these pituitary hormones are secreted earlier, okay. So let's in a overview that what is the hormonal control, okay. So first, dear students, hypothalamus, it secretes what? GnRH. What is GnRH? Gonadotropin hormone. GnRH are of two type. GnRH, it stimulates the pituitary, and pituitary secretes the gonadotropins. These gonadotropins LH and FSH, okay. This LH stimulates what? This LH stimulates or causes the ovulation, and this causes what? This causes the FSH, follicular development, okay. Now dear students, you know, this LH and FSH, it works on the ovary, and ovary secretes what? Ovary secretes the two hormones. First is the estrogen, and another one, it is progesterone, okay. So dear students, you know the decreasing level of the estrogen, it is the signal. It is the signal for this hypothalamus, and it stop to release, or it decrease the releasing amount of the gonadotropin, and it stimulates the pituitary, and pituitary also after all decreases the amount of LH and FSH. So this process is controlled, okay, and continuously it is going on in alternate month in each ovary. So that is why, dear students, this is the cyclic change. What it is, it occurs only in what? It occurs only in primates. What are the primates? The living being or the animals which belongs to the order Primata. So apes, human, okay, these are the primates, and in these animals only menstrual cycle occurs. In non-primates, which type of cycle occurs, cyclic changes occur in the ovary, the oestrus cycles we have discussed in the first chapter. Okay, so it is all about, if you have got it, so then please comment in comment box. If any query or doubt, any question, you can ask in directly on WhatsApp, and also you can comment me in the comment box. So thank you for watching this video.